Hey guys, so this song is called Beauty from Ashes, and I'm just gonna sing it first and then I'll kind of explain it a little bit afterwards. Yeah. Enjoy! And yes, my hair is blue. Well, not all of it, but yeah. Unrelated, and it doesn't matter. It's so easy to see that I'm doing well, but your looks can be deceiving, words can be misleading. Every day I can seem finding my own way, but what you don't know is I'm battling my own soul. What you see is not what I see. I'm trying to breathe while being weighed down by the weight of the world. I know my Father's with me, and that's the only thing that keeps me breathing. Swimming ashore, oh, I'm drowning. Oh, I'm drowning. But Christ came, pulled me out of the waves. It's so hard for you to see what's hiding underneath, 'cause you'd rather see the pretty than the ugly. Oh, but sweetheart, there is beauty in ashes. There is light in the darkness, and Christ, He came to save us from the pain. You don't know what I know. You've not seen what I've seen. No, you haven't, and that's alright. Don't get too panicked. Seeing what you see can be deceiving. You can see a smiling face, you can see a happy smile, but what you don't know is that I'm drowning inside in sorrow. Every day just weighs me down, but Christ, He pulls me out. See, you don't understand why I believe, and I'm not looking for your self-pity. But when Christ said He came to save us, I wrestled with that for so long till I was on my deathbed, saying, Lord, save me. I don't want to die, I want to live with light in my eyes. See what you don't see, all the battles hidden underneath. You don't understand what the struggle's like, but if you do, come hold my hand. We're in this together. You're not alone. See what you don't see are the scars underneath. The battle's hidden deep inside my heart, but you'll never know. Everybody wants to pretend like everything's fine, pretending that their liquor blades or drugs don't bring them to their knees at night. So don't come running to me, telling me you're struggling while trying to live this perfect life, 'cause Christ didn't come to save the perfect person. He came to save the sinner. So come with me, walk with me, you're not alone. Let him set you free. Just come walk with me. See, what you don't know are the scars underneath that I hold so deeply within. What you see can't be deceiving. A smiling face can be breaking. Don't be deceived by what you see, 'cause everybody's got their own story. 'Cause everybody's got their own story. But Christ came to save us from the pain. He came to set us free. Stop trying to breathe so uneasy. Let him take you, help you stand. You're not alone. Don't be afraid. You're not alone. You're so loved by him. Yeah, so I improv'd a little bit at the end there, because why not? Yeah, so this song is called Beauty from Ashes. I'll be really honest with you, I've recorded this song a few times, and the thing about songwriting is that, like, you can write a song, like, the song honestly took me like 5 minutes to write, but you kind of have to, like, it's a process, right? Like, it's not like you can just, so yeah, it took me a few tries to do this, and honestly, like, I really like this song. Probably, well, like, it's one of my favorite that I've written, because when I wrote this, it was I was in a really bad place, and as you know, whenever I do write a song, it's when I'm having a really hard time, because that's when I find that, like, it just comes out more naturally. I mean, even when I am having a good time, like, I can write songs like this when I'm, like, having, like, a lot of joy and everything, but it just comes more naturally with me when I'm, like, really, like, crying out to God. And it's funny because whenever I do write these songs, it's, like, basically a way that, like, I pray. And so this whole song is called Beauty from Ashes. I have been a Christian for 3 years, 3.5. I don't know the approximate time. Doesn't necessarily matter, but yeah, since I was like 16, so yeah, 3.5 years, I guess. And it has been a journey. God has taken me from somebody who was so angry and lost and hurt and so depressed and so alone. As you know, like, I grew up in, like, a military household, and I love my parents. They have taught me so much. But with that, it was really hard growing up. And I'm not going to get into too much detail, but it was just a really lonely life, I guess. And even though, like, they were there and everything, I just felt really alone. And then, like, growing up and, like, when I was younger, like, elementary school, I was just, like, picked on a lot. As you know, like, I'm really different. It's not like every day that you see some random, technically I'm an adult now, but whatever. Yeah, adult. Posting videos and singing songs like this, especially not about God. It just seems like people would rather sing songs about the fake than what's truly going on. And anyways, I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, so elementary school was just really hard for me. Just really different. So I was picked on a lot, always alone quite a bit. Then middle school wasn't much different. The only thing was that I got really stressed out, and grades were like everything back then, and just like straight A student, be the best kind of student and get all the volunteer hours or whatever. Literally by the time I was in like grade 10, like I exhausted myself out. And I just started getting into drinking and drugs. And, by that time, like grade 10, I tried to take my life twice. And just like self harm and literally anything you can think of. And then like grade 12 and graduation, I got myself into a bad group of people, and they really hurt me. And then then in that, I got into an abusive relationship, and then out of that, I met some pretty incredible people that pulled me out of a really dark place, and I'll forever be grateful. It takes like a special kind of person to come and intervene when, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I was a mess and nobody wanted to deal with me. Or like the people that just kind of wanted to go out and drink. Those were the kind of people that would want to deal with me. But on a Christian standpoint, like I had friends that were believers, but I felt too ashamed to even like explain what was going on. So I just kind of put on this mask when like underneath I had all of these scars. And as you know, like on my other song, I talked about this one person. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, like writing that or talking about that made me super nervous, because I know they watched it. But you know what, when God does something so amazing in your life, you have to talk about it. And especially it's about a person like this person. If you're a close friend of mine, you know who I'm talking about. They did so much for me. They pulled me out of a place that I literally I don't even know how I got out. Honestly, when you have somebody that's there for you through the rough times and then the good, it just kind of comes to show the character of God. Before at that point, I never understood that there are real friends out there. Like I had friends at the time, but like when this person came into my life and showed grace and unfailing love, that's actually what made me change. It wasn't that like he was preaching the gospel to me or whatever. It was literally like when you start to do the fruits of the spirit, like when you start showing patience and true love to love your neighbor as yourself, like to me that's what changed me. It wasn't like him preaching the gospel to me, because at that point I wanted nothing to do with God. He showed the fruits to me. He was the light. He was walking the walk, not just talking the talk. And so then, out of that relationship, like, I changed. I became the person that, like, I felt like God was calling me to be. Like, I still have stuff I need to work on, obviously, and it's like a process, but this person really changed my life. And through that, like, I've been able to, like, show grace to other people, like, that kind of love that, like, I'd never kind of experienced before, and I can do that with other people. And so, like, this whole song is like Beauty to Ashes. It's a process. It takes a long time, and it hurts. It's uncomfortable. You meet people along the way that are only meant to stay for a little bit. There's people that you meet along the way that stay for 6 years. I have amazing friends that I have known for about 6 years. They have seen every stage of me. They have put up with my nonsense, and I'm forever grateful. And through the bad times, God has brought me very, very amazing friends. And I think, as much as, like, I don't wish to go through those situations again, I think God really uses that to bring us closer to Him. The moments where I'm, like, really sad and upset, I always go to God. Like, there's just nothing. I write a song, I worship. It's like, God is always my go-to. So the whole song is about, like, beauty from ashes, that, like, before, like, I just was so hurt and angry, and I just thought I was, like, the ugliest thing in the whole wide world. It didn't matter, like, how much makeup I wore, how much weight I lost, how much I worked out. Like, I just hated the way that I looked. And now it's, like, it's still a process, but, like, I can see the way, like, God sees me, and, yeah. So it's just been a really great process, and I'm really grateful. So I hope the song, like, can encourage people. who are going through a hard time, and if you just want someone to talk to, I'm totally here for you. I'm very honest and raw in my songs because I want people to understand that like you're not alone. So yeah, thanks so much guys for watching, and bless you guys all.